My name's Mrs. Rachel Opio Kello. I'm one of the directors both at Dara Christian High School and the Truth Nursery and Primary School. I would like to give you a brief history about these two schools. For a long time, we had a burden for our children in the north because of what they have gone through the last 20 or so years of insurgents in these places. Most of them have missed education. If some have got, it's because they went out or they were not here. With this burden on our hearts, my husband and I, we approached Fields of Life. Fields of Life is an organization that deals in building schools, clinics, and other facilities. They also sponsor some of the children in these schools. Luckily, when we approached Fields of Life, they were very good to us. And they funded us with funds to build Dara Christian High School. That was in the year 2000. With the funding they gave us, we were able to build the first block of Dara Christian High School. And we completed it, and the first students were able to start with us in the year 2003. It was not easy, because during that time is when the rebel activities were on. And when the first group started, we had a hard time. Sometimes the children would have to be ferried into town. They sleep in town, and in the evening, in the morning, we bring them to have classes. So it would be night in town, day at school. The place was not easy also when we started. There were landmines, the insecurity, and the tanks were here until this year when the army moved them away. Despite that, we are happy that as I talk now, we have Dara Christian High School with 560 students, Truth Primary School with 547 students. Altogether, you can now see that our premises are holding over 1,000 students. When you add on the support staff and the teachers, we are about 500 and 300. And we just thank God for what is taking place. It is not easy, and we are facing some challenges. Some people see the buildings, they see the infrastructure, they think we have made it. No, it's just like a drop in the ocean. We have just started, because we still have many things to put in place. And there are many challenges we are facing. Most of the students here are facing the challenges. One, poverty. Most of the people here are very poor, and they are therefore unable to raise school fees that would be able to comfortably afford for their children to stay in school. They raise bids by bids. So because of that, most of their education is hindered. Some of the students have just given up, having passed what they went through when they were in the camps. But we are encouraging them. We are encouraging them step by step. And once they reach here, and once they start learning, they keep going on. Some of the students, even during the holidays, are forced to do manual work, to make bricks, to find any other means to be able to raise school fees. So one of the biggest problems they are having is raising school fees. But we are praying for them. Some of them, the trauma they went through, they sort of just gave up on life. So we have to counsel them. And I thank God for the groups that come in, for the counselors that come in, that are able to counsel the children from stage to stage. And we just thank God for that. Well, students, someone asked, students here are very eager. Why? Well, as you can see, the environment, it just attracts them, and we thank God for it. And once they reach here, they are hardworking. The environment is conducive. The teachers are good. We have most of the textbooks. We thank God for that, for people who have donated. And we are trying to set higher standards than there has been in the north, because most of the schools here, the standards have been very low. So we are really trying to set a high standard for our students, and this one is pulling them in. We thank God for the computers we have also. We have some computers, and when they hear our school has got some computers, they are happy and they want to come and learn. So these ones are pulling the children, and they are able to come in our school and get good education. All the same, given that we are having some challenges, we still are facing some challenges. But before we talk about the challenges, let us be grateful to God to the way He has brought us this far, because it has not been easy. But we want to thank God for the funding that has come in, for the buildings that we have put in, for the dormitories that we have put in, and for the teachers and the staff that we have. Given that, we still have challenges, very, very many challenges that we still have to face. Well, I will start with the accommodation, maybe. Accommodation, when we started, we built 2 dormitories, one for boys, one for girls. We thought they were enough, but as of now, accommodation is not enough. We are forced to put some of the students on triple beds. Another challenge we are having is the laboratory. We don't have a proper science laboratory. We have had to improvise with some classes, and the Ministry of Education is not happy with this, because strictly speaking, we are supposed to have a lab covering biology, physics, and chemistry. What we have is just a classroom, and we are being forced to leave the classroom so that we can build the relevant laboratory to cover these subjects. We also don't have an administration block.